Hello, it's Average Row, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. We're back, guys. I say that every time, but it just always feels good to fire up Mass Effect 2, if you know what I mean. It's the Saturday morning? Yeah, Saturday morning coffee stream, but without the coffee, because we all know we are water lovers here. We are Hydra homies, if you will. Um, but we got a big one today because last session was the end of Act One, where we got our second loyal squad member in Zaid. We got our fourth, or I guess sixth, if you count the DLC characters, our sixth new squad member, which is Grunt, and then we also fought the Collectors head on for the first time. So really, really fun session. So that means that this session is going to be all about starting Act 2, which I like to call Loyalty, because it is the introduction of the core set of loyalty missions. I say the core set because, again, I just previously mentioned that we completed the loyalty missions for the DLC characters in the previous act, i.e. Kasumi and Zaid. But the core ones unlock after you complete Priority Horizon. But I don't think we're doing any loyalty missions this session, funnily enough, because my plan is to recruit Tali, because the Elusive Man has so generously given us a new set of dossiers. And of course, we're going to get Tali first. Of course, you have to. You have to. And then we are heading over to Illium, where we are going to meet up with a certain Liara Tassoni. Again, my personal favorite character. So that's pretty much all I have on the agenda. It doesn't sound like much, but it should take up the whole session, especially because I have not done my rounds yet. My post Act 1 rounds on the Normandy. I suspect a lot of my crewmates will have something to say. Let me start off with Kelly, actually, because she's actually going to mention something about loyalty missions, basically.
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Ashley Williams was there. How did that go?
It was good to see her.
That's good to hear. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Okay. I think if you had like a previous romance with her, there's like different options. So, but since we're FemShep, that obviously didn't happen.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Operative Lawson would like to see you at her station
Loyalty
on the
mission.
deck. Operative Taylor would like to see you.
Loyalty mission.
Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll
Thank
be
you,
here
Kelly.
if need.
You have been
Commander,
doing an
you received
excellent
a new
job.
message at your private...
Incoming message from Admiral Stephen Hack at Alliance HQ.
Ooh, we have unlocked Arrival. That's right.
I need to discuss a sensitive matter with you privately.
I'll take this in my quarters.
Okay, we are not starting Arrival. This is just the introduction cutscene, if you will. But it becomes available, the Arrival DLC. But most people would recommend doing Arrival after the end of Mass Effect 2. Because one, it came out after the core game was released. And it also happens to, in my opinion, take place after you do the suicide mission. So.
Commander.
And funnily enough, this is the first time
I'll keep this brief.
I think this is the first and only time you hear Admiral Hackett's voice in Mass Effect 2, as well as see him in person. Anything related to the Arrival DLC.
Found evidence of an imminent Reaper
It's obviously his Mass Effect 3 design, but
So why call me?
Just this morning I received
it's a little blast from the past for Mass Effect 1, because, you know, since we did all the side missions, we heard quite a lot of Admiral Hackett's voice.
Prison and get her out of there. As a favor to me, I'm asking you to go in alone.
I'm gonna skip through
I have a hell of a
Jensen is
all of
This is
this.
serious, Commander. She and I go back pretty far.
Because again, we are just gonna worry about this when we get to this DLC.
You keep this quiet, Shepard, and there's nothing to worry about.
I'll make this
The prison is
No, we won't.
secure.
Got it.
Hack it out.
Okay, so I don't think I have any armor actually, so we are just gonna move on. Yeah, so we have unlocked Arrival, but you know it's not like the suicide mission where if you take too long to get to it, there's negative effects. You can do it whenever you want. So we're just gonna wait until after the DLC, or the main mission, to do the DLC.
Miranda wants to see you, Commander.
Yes, Kelly. Okay, yep, that's about waking up Grunt. That's just spam from a Hanar. Chorbin. I remember him. He's the guy we scanned stuff for. Yeah, he's like freaking out because he's like, I think the Keepers were working for the Reapers. You know, this is big news, but like, little does he know that we know that already. But he is one of the few civilians that know the truth, so good for Chorbin. All his scanning went to good efforts in that sense. Yeah, this is just someone who's being affected negatively by the collectors. And that is the Shadow Broker DLC introduction email. So we can now do the Shadow Broker DLC if we want. But I'll touch more on that once we land on Illium. I just want to focus on finishing my Normandy rounds here.
Hey, Commander. It's pretty crazy the people you can run into out here, huh? I mean, it was probably a setup or something, but it was still good to see Ash. Operations Chief Williams, wasn't it?
She moved on. I can't blame her.
She was frontline with you blowing up half the Citadel, and I'm the one who gets roped back into saving the galaxy? Did somebody switch our files?
You're the force that pulls it all together, Joker.
Low-key true. A little bit of truth to that, in my opinion. I value him very highly.
See you, Commander.
I think it might have just been a coincidence, but Joker did mention that, you know, we were blowing up the Citadel, which I believe was a reference to just the final level of Mass Effect 1, and we did happen to take Ashley with us on that mission as well. But now we are going to talk to our Mass Effect 2 squad mates. I always like talking to Kelly and Joker first if I can, because they kind of have just blanket statements about everything.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not a good time. Trying to map anything else?
Okay. Nothing from Morden
I'm here
though.
if you need me.
But I'm going to check my research just while I'm here. Biotic damage. That is really good for us. And duration. Yes. Cooldown's up next, so I can't wait to get that. Heavy skin weave. Plus 30% health. Huge. Oh, more. Our melee attacks are now stronger. I actually have found myself using that more often than I typically would, just because we are a Vanguard, so we're up close a lot more frequently. So that's actually pretty nice. Okay.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused.
Again, I am also gonna just skip through all of this.
The yeoman said you
As
were...
I said, it's a personal matter.
But we will. I'll touch more on. You know, I'll recap the context once we get to Jacob's loyalty mission, which I don't think we'll be doing for a bit.
I'm listening.
My private log, Shepard, I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated... He wasn't... I also want to note that it's not normal procedure. And whoever sent this my way covered their... Whatever problems we had were a life... Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish his...
Okay. Unlocked his loyalty mission. Now, a good thing is, if the squad mate has an unfinished loyalty mission, like it's unlocked, like you've had the conversation with them where they tell you about their loyalty mission, and you have yet to do that, you cannot advance dialogue with them. So it'll make our Normandy round sessions a little bit more streamlined, because if I know that I've unlocked, say, Miranda's loyalty mission, but I haven't done it yet, I can just move on. I can skip over her instead of stopping by to check, if that makes sense. We will be making use of that a lot this act.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it.
They will. They will. It's so funny because like Gabby complains that Ken never thinks of her as sexy, and then Ken's like, "Well, that's not it. I do think you're sexy." And Gabby's like, "You never show it," and then he like starts talking about how sexy she is. So funny. Okay. Again, I also want to mention it's not that I don't care about the ambient conversations. It's just, you know, I've played through the game. I do appreciate that they've added them. I do feel like on a first 1 or 2 playthroughs, it really does add that context. But it's just I've heard it. I've heard them so many times. It just doesn't really affect me anymore.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for
Still
a bit, then?
calibrating.
I'll be here if you need me.
You know, but, you know, we're chill with Garrus. We're chill. You know, we have history. It's all good. Kind of like, you know, when you've had a friend for a long time, or you know, a romantic partner for a long time, you just oftentimes just not a lot of stuff to talk about because you talked about everything.
Shepard.
Okay.
I don't like
Yeah, we got to do
discussing
the
personal
loyalty
matters.
mission
You
conversation
remember
here.
what I told you? There was another reason I went.
Again, we'll touch on it when we get to her mission.
Safe. I've tried to keep her hidden. He's too close.
There was a lot of butt shots
She's my genetic
here.
twin.
Yeah. There was a butt shot. I may have skipped over it, but they I bring it up because there was that big controversy about the Legendary Edition, about how they announced how they've... Yeah, like right here. I'm pretty sure right here, the camera was like lower, you know, and it'd just be like on her butt for some reason. Not that I was complaining, but I do appreciate that they realized it was a bit immersion break-in, because it's just like, okay, we don't show random butt shots of any squad member other than Miranda. So I think it was good. More respectful to Miranda, because she's much more than just a nice butt. You know, she's one of my favorite characters, so.
Did your sister's family know?
I told Cerberus, and they're coming up with a positive reason.
Yeah, let's like have her pose and stick her butt out in an already scantily designed outfit, and let's just have the camera randomly looking at her butt. Like, come on, little bit on the nose there, but yeah. So.
What do you need me to do?
My contact's name is.
Okay, and we unlocked it, and it is on Illium, which we will be heading to hopefully this session. But that is everybody, I believe, on this floor. Yep. So let's finish it off by heading down to engineering. Chat with Zaid, Grunt. I don't believe we'll have anything to say about his loyalty mission, but he will have a new conversation since, you know, he's one of our newer squad members. I don't believe Jack will have anything to say. She might though, but I don't think she'll have anything new to say until we unlock her loyalty mission.
This mission takes me back. Tough fight on Horizon. I fought slavers and kidnapping rings, but nothing like that. Some slavers took a little girl on a colony in the Skepsis system. Girl woke up, fought her way out, got picked up by my band well on her way to Omega. 8 years old. She'd have had no chance on Horizon.
Cool. Yeah, he talked as if he was there on the boots on the ground, but you know, we took Garrus and Miranda. But that's pretty common. A lot of squad mates just have comments like that just in case you brought them, but it's not super immersion breaking, in my opinion.
Shepard.
We talked all about
Just
that.
checking in.
The hold is too open.
New combo.
Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info is floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians.
Not Quarians,
Work a
alright.
blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though.
Corns are pretty tough, apparently.
Much point. Never mind.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okir started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started
Conversations
which
with Grunt
became
just
what you
just
are.
hit differently
Everyone gets
because he
that
just
chance.
he has this way of talking about himself and about his purpose that's just, you know, super engaging to me.
Dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
He's just naturally introspective, you know, because of the nature of his creation and whatnot. So more so than any Krogan, you know, in terms of being introspective and whatnot. So he's just super interesting to talk to, in my opinion. But we'll check to see if Jack has anything to say.
Hey. Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm done talking. Come back later.
I should go.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that was it's much. She dismisses you way more chill than she would if you didn't talk to her enough. You know, just the tone on that. You know, we've talked enough or whatever. She says is much more calm.
The forward tanks are buoyant and elevated.
Are you talking about the Normandy or Miranda?
I'm talking about the one that's covered and protected, not bouncing in the breeze.
I don't know. Operative Lawson's uniform is very official. It always makes me stand at attention.
You're such a dog.
Oh my god. We were just talking about Miranda's, you know, scantily clad outfit too, so pretty good timing, Ken. But yeah, alright, that's it. Normandy round's done. Let's go get Tali. What do you guys think? Freaking excited about this mission. It's pretty tough. I am gonna switch. Should I? Maybe I shouldn't. Let's switch. We'll switch to the cane. We'll see if we need it. But I suspect it's going to be challenging. But if you've played this mission before, you know that there's a really tough part right at the end, which is treated as like, you know, the final mini boss of the mission. And the cane makes it much easier. So, well, it makes anything much easier, but especially this mission. So go ahead and leave Horizon. We actually did not manually travel here, if you remember. I don't think. I forget. I'm blanking on like what we did to trigger. But I know we didn't manually go here because I would have scanned these planets. But we were automatically brought here. So I am gonna have to scan this system real quick. But again, we won't scan them all the way down to depleted. So it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, Tali's recruitment mission. I'm really excited. One, I'm really excited to get our second and final Mass Effect 1 squad mate back on the Normandy, where they belong. And Tali is Tali, easy S tier character. Probably, she's not my favorite character, obviously, and you know, before you get triggered, she's obviously one of my favorites. But I've always said Liara is my favorite character. She's obviously one of my favorites, but I will say she's probably the best all-around character. You know, she's got a little bit of everything. You know, and I go deeper into my opinion about Tali in my Mass Effect squad mate tier list video. But essentially, you know, it's because she's got everything. She's funny, she's very sweet and kind, but she can also be like hard, like, you know, ready for battle and whatnot. And you kind of got a sense of that in our little brief cameo with her at the beginning of this game. Trying to think, she plays a key part in a lot of plot points. Like, she's literally the reason why you're able to convince the council that Saren is evil. You know, it's because of her that we got the evidence. And that's like, she's introduced as a character in the entire trilogy with a key plot point, you know, and then she just continues to carry that. She plays a key role in, you know, the representation of the conflict between organics and synthetics, which is a key theme in the Mass Effect narrative, you know. And obviously with her conflict with the Geth. And then Mass Effect 3, an entire act of Mass Effect 3 centers around Tali and the rest of the Quarians, you know, when you settle the Quarian-Geth conflict. Or at least try to, for some. But we're aiming to settle it peacefully. But let's not think about Mass Effect 3 too much. I'm going to get too hype. Yeah, Tali's just super important to the story, basically. So, as a character, she's obviously very interesting. She serves serves as a conduit, no pun intended, as a conduit in Mass Effect 1 to learn about a new species, obviously the Quarians, you know? So that makes her very interesting. Then on top of that, like I said, she's funny, she's nice, She's very likable, but she's not one-dimensional. You know, you can romance her. She's a top-tier romance. I haven't even mentioned that. Obviously not my preferred romance, but definitely one of the best romances in the game. And then yeah, so she's got it all, guys. So I'm just really excited to get Tali. Really excited to get Tali. But this freaking planet scanning is in my way. But we just made a lot of purchases, so it's actually a good thing that we're getting a nice quick scanning session out of the way here. Come on, moderate. Yeah, let's go. All right, one planet left, and it is the one we're landing on. And we can't scan it, so scanning is done, guys. Let's go ahead and get Tali. This mission's pretty infamous. Not because it's difficult or anything. It is difficult, but that's not why it's infamous. It's because it has an unfinished plot point, or a rushed plot point, whatever you want to call it. You can obviously tell that the devs were wanting to expand on this story a bit more, but it gets resolved in like a passing conversation or email or something like that. I usually take Garrus, of course, and Grunt. Garrus for many obvious reasons. Obviously Mass Effect 1 squadmate reunion. We're fighting Geth on this mission. And on top of that, if you don't romance Tali, and Garrus and Tali survive until the last mission, they get together as a couple. So it's nice to take Garrus along when you get her for the first time in Mass Effect 2. And Grunt just because I need to take him. This is his first mission I'm taking him on. And this is a tough environment. You know, the sun's beating down. Damaging you over time, so I'm not going to be doing Garrus' loyalty for a bit, so let's go ahead and get him level 3 overload. But yeah, I just like taking Grunt because of that. Let's max out his Krogan Berserker right off the bat. Health regen. No, let's go for extra weapon damage. Krogan Warlord. Then we will unlock incendiary ammo, and then get his concussive shot. Funnily enough, his powers aren't really that good in my opinion, but he's obviously just a battering ram. Concussive shot, he charges, you know, so you increase his weapon damage, and fortification will just make him way tankier once we unlock that. So Grunt is pretty good in my opinion, if not only for the reason of him being just really tanky. But we are going to give him his heavy shotgun. I'm not quite sure if it's worse or necessarily worse or better than the Geth plasma shotgun. I know it's better than the Eviscerator. I'm not sure why it's listed here, but I just like giving him the Claymore just because it's the weapon we unlock for him, you know. So yeah, we'll leave him on the assault rifle, and then we should be good to go. We'll see if we end up using the cane. I predict we will, because this is veteran, so it's a bit harder. So that last part's gonna be pretty tough. Again, this is another mission where being like an engineer or an infiltrator or even a soldier is pretty helpful. But we are a biotic-based class, but we will manage. We will manage.
Affirmative.
Set up my teammates here. Okay, we have a full shot of the cane, and yes, I say a single shot because if you've used it before, you know it's one of those just one shot is all it takes to clear a room of enemies. Yeah, the cool mechanic here is that you cannot stay in direct sunlight, and it's pretty consistent, you know, throughout the level. Like the moment you step in, it starts damaging you. Like, I say that as if, you know, to clarify that it's not finicky or anything, which is really nice. Can you imagine if, like, that mechanic was finicky? It would be way more annoying than it already is, so. Oh, don't want to miss, what's that? Here we go. 3,000 credits. Well, this level's tough. You know, obviously because of that sunlight mechanic, but the Geth are just pretty tough in general, so. Got lots of shields, so my biotics are not going to be as effective as I would like. But we are going to try our best here.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Okay, move along. I'm actually going to go up here. I usually just take this higher ground path. There's just like a lot of, you know, well-placed cover here. Oh, there you go, Garrus. I realized that guy was still up. My shields, oh my goodness, I didn't expect him to come out that quick. Alright. Like I said, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but Tali is worth it. Tali is worth it. I was just about to comment about how my health is just not regenning because I keep stepping in the sunlight, which resets the cooldown timer, so I'm going to do this over again. But this might end up being a pretty frustrating level. Yeah, Shockwave just needs to be a little bit better in my opinion. It needs to come out quicker for it to be more effective. I really have to be patient. I gotta start being a little bit more patient. Just wait for that cooldown to trigger. Yeah, I definitely like being up top more. If I had like that increased storm speed piece of armor, I definitely would have equipped it for this. This Geth here is like glitched. Not even looking at us, he just keeps periodically popping in and out. Oh, there he goes. Come on. The Locust is doing really well, but we're also low on Locust ammo. I think that those are the Geth that killed me last time. They're coming out pretty early. Like, you can see why I was, like, kind of weirded out that they came out right then. Because usually they come out way earlier. But our ammo is getting melted away from us. Here we go, come on. Let's wait for our shield to recharge before we keep moving. Okay, come on out. Okay. No, these were the ones that killed me, actually, I think.
I've got no shields!
Doing a little bit better. I guess we just needed to wake up. Switch back to my Locust now that we have full ammo. Okay, not gonna stand there. Ooh, that was close. Looks like Grunt just went down there and took care of it for us. Alright. Yeah, one thing I don't like about the Mass Effect 2, I can't believe it's taken this long to mention, but you can't see your sprint speed cooldown. And it's just weird because they added it in Mass Effect 1. You know, in the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect 1. But for whatever reason, they just didn't bother adding it to Mass Effect 2 either, so... You know, really odd if you think about it. But I think they were just really focused on making Mass Effect 1 not feel so outdated. You know what I mean? And they did a fantastic job of that. You know, I already shared my opinion on that. Did I miss anything this way? I could have swore there was like a door here. Okay, no. I mean, there is a door, but you can't go in. Alright. But yeah, that is pretty annoying. You know, the only indication you have is that she starts, you know, panting. But this would have been our first SMG upgrade. But since we have the DLC, we were able to get the Locust, so.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. Can we provide assistance?
Imagine, like, struggling on a mission, then you just hear the savior of the galaxy just landed. You'd be like, thank the goddess.
What's the status of your team? How many of you are left?
Oh yes, Cal Rieger, by the way. It's like a cult favorite, you know, among Mass Effect fans. He's just a really solid Quarian. Would have loved to have him as a squad mate. But like, if you ask people their favorite non-crew member NPC, and I say crew member because that would also include, you know, Trainer, Joker, you know, people like that, Ken and Gabby. If you ask people their favorite non-Normandy crew member character, a lot of people will say Cal Rieger, just because he's a bro.
Any idea where the Geth came from?
One of their patrol ships found us under Geth control. We knew they made plans. I don't think so. Their patrol ship hasn't lifted off.
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries your shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Tali at a secure shelter, then doubled back to hold the choke point. Getting Tali out safely is our top priority.
So this is like the second part of the mission, I would say, where it's all about getting this door open.
You got confirmation that the Geth
But she's not in there.
Hold position. We'll hit their back line.
Yeah, this team is dead. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. And then they get smushed. And then we blow up their bodies. Poor Quarians. Alright. Yeah, it took us off of our Locust, which is very disappointing. But a weapons locker is coming up soon, so... Yeah, it also reset our weapons for our squad mates.
Put it on my radar.
The Tempest isn't bad, I will say. It just doesn't have the range of the Locust, which is why I obviously don't like it as much. Like, even there, you know, some of the bullets were flying left and right, so... There is a lot of boxes like this that you can find throughout this level, but a lot of it requires you to go on non-critical paths that are, you know, riddled with toxic sunlight or whatever, right? So I've always found myself missing out on a lot of those just because I don't really ever bother going out of my way to find those like I normally would when I play through a mission.
Shields are down.
Oh, he still had his shields up. Let's get our shields back. Oh. Grunt finished them off pretty well there. Tali's voice. See, and she knows about that, obviously because she's in Mass Effect 1, but even more so, we took her. We actually took Tali on that mission on Theorem when we got Liara. I always like that comment. I basically love anything that strings together the games, even down. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I think this is why I was debating on not taking the cane for that one specific part at the end, because there's also parts throughout that, you know, I could use my arc projector on. But we seem to be handling it pretty well. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I cannot wait to get my Locust back. No offense, Tempest, but you're not cutting it for me here. Alright. Next one should be down this way. I would head up top if I had an assault rifle or sniper. That's typically what I would do, but since we are a Vanguard, let's just stay down and dirty here. Nice. Oh, we just laid down the powers on that group over there. Really good work from my squad mate. Take cover. I will say the Tempest seems to be pretty good at shredding shields specifically. Now that I think about it, that might be an actual mechanic, but I don't use the Tempest that much, so I'm not super familiar with how it functions and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like I'm draining their shields way faster than their base health, which usually isn't the case. Okay, this is like an extra path if you were to take the high road. So where we want to go is here, though. So let's just get these demo charges out of the way. We will have people greet us at the exit, like last time. Oh, up top. I usually would. Well, you know what? Let's just do it. I don't want to leave Garrus hanging. He put a lot of effort into that tactical input, so let's just go ahead and take his suggestion. This is why Garrus is a good leader. I'm gonna leave those closed, actually. There's a lot of sunlight here, though. Hold on, is there anything here I can get? Just ammo. I'll take ammo. I am gonna open this. Hopefully give us more open shots on them. Oh, they're already too far out. We can't close them again. I'm gonna just move. This is just about the sun, but not important. Shut up about the sun! This is an Office reference. I'm not yelling at Tali.
Send it to the sky. We might want to move.
Little dramatic, but it'd be more, you know, fitting if your squad mates actually took cover like you do, but it's whatever. Okay, Tali is here. In voice only, though.
There's two words you don't expect to hear together.
Why do we care? Anyone choosing to come here should be on their own.
Yes, Tali, I'm here.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Tali, it's Shepard. I'm sorry. Everyone here is dead. Any survivors must have fallen back.
We knew this mission was high risk. Damn it. And what are you doing here, Shepard? We're in the middle of Geth space.
Here
I
for
was
you.
in the neighborhood. I thought you might need a hand.
Thanks for coming, Shepard. It means a lot to hear your voice. Call Rieger and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field.
And like again, I'm just gonna reiterate: if you're struggling against Geth, just overrunning and killing all your men, and all of a sudden you hear Shepard, the galaxy-renowned Geth Slayer, landing on your planet, you'd be like, "Yes, I'm saved."
What is this research you're at?
I can tell you more about it once we've got fuel.
Not important about the sun. I mean, shut up
anyone
about
else
the
still
sun.
At least some of them are still alive. Let me be careful, Shepard.
Love you, Tali. We will get you shortly. Let's switch back to our Locust. And I don't believe our other squad mates do not use SMGs. We do have to reset this as well. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Did anyone else notice that? It sent out, I clearly clicked this, and it sent out a shockwave instead. That's weird. That's what I meant to do. Okay, now we basically just fought our way to Tali. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I need Garrus to be popping those overloads as much as possible. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, I got like 3 of them with that. Where is he going? Come on. That would have been a really good overload. Come on. There. There we go. He had like 3 voice lines pop off just then.
One less to worry about. Not that one. I love this rifle.
There we go. Yeah, he's like really popping off with all of his voice lines. Like shot at me. Was that a flyer? That was weird. Like, man, what the heck is happening? Like, all this weird stuff is happening. Like, I don't know. I'm speechless. Getting shot at by a ghost apparently now. Okay, got a cutscene here. Nice checkpoint, though. Watch out!
Colossus.
So we'll meet up with Cal Rieger in person. And then he'll kind of give us the sitch on this part of the level.
Heads up!
Late reaction to Grunt's comment.
Over here! Get to cover!
Squad Leader Cal Rieger, Migrant Fleet Marines. We talked on the radio before that dropship arrived.
I still got no idea why you're here. This ain't the time to be picky. Tally's inside over there. Geth killed the rest of my squad, and they're trying to get to her. Best I've been able to do is draw their attention.
Are you sure she's still alive?
The observatory is reinforced. Even the Geth will need time to get through it. And it's hard to hack a door when someone's firing rockets at you. The Geth are
Attaboy,
near
Cal.
platoon strength, but the Colossus is the worst part. It's got a repair protocol. Huddles up and fixes itself. I can't get a clear shot.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
Closer, one of the bastards punched a shot clean through my suit.
Watch me miss. Oh, I would hate that if I missed.
How bad is your suit damage?
Combat seals clamped down to isolate contamination, and I'm swimming in antibiotics. Geth might get me, but I'm not gonna die from an infection in the middle of a battle. That's just insulting.
That's why we love Cal.
What can you tell me about the battlefield?
Right side's got a catwalk with a sniper perch. You could wreak some havoc from there. None of my men made it past the Geth. Middle's got cover, but the damn Colossus has a clear shot at you the whole time, and you've got Geth coming in from both sides. The left gives you some cover.
Really like this part of the level. I feel like more levels should have been modeled after this one, and because Mass Effect is all about choices, right? And I feel like that should even permeate down to how you go about combat situations. And I know like you kind of can based on like what class you are, what weapons you like, and things like that. But even down to just the layout of it in this part is choice based. So I really think that's cool.
Any ideas on how to deal with the Colossus?
Standard protocol with armature class units is to sabotage the shields and whittle it down, you know? Kill it with bug bites. But the repair protocol blows that plan to hell. You try to wear it down, it just huddles up and fixes itself. So whatever we do,
we're gonna blow it to Kingdom Come before it realizes it needs to huddle up.
Past that cover.
We need to get to Tali. Got any ideas?
Just one. I'm not moving so well, but I can still pull a trigger. And I got a rocket launcher that the sun hasn't fried yet. You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy. Maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
No.
You've done enough, Rieger.
If you don't say that, then he, well, I think there's a Paragon interrupt as well. Yeah. If you don't do that, then Cal dies. We do not want that. Because he also comes back in Mass Effect 3.
Stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Kilos alive.
Kilos alive, homie. Sasagio. Should I try going from downtown? That would be that might be something. Let's do a from downtown Kane shot. Bye-bye! See ya! Oh my god, it never gets old. No, it's not, it's gone! It's gone, Cal. Like, the Cal Rieger NPC doesn't know how to react. It's not used to it being gone from square one before I've even moved. Like, just look at it, it's not even there. And that's it! Let's go! Oh man. See ya. We just had to kill like a handful. Like, if you didn't do that, you'd have to fight all the way up here through Geth while it's shooting at you. And once you got up close enough on either side here, there'd also be, you know, higher class Geth enemies, like, you know, the flamethrowers or the juggernauts and stuff, while you had to kill that. Like, it's a really tough. I really like it though. I really love this part, but like, the Kane is just easy mode, man. Turn the difficulty back to casual. Okay, yeah, we do not. You need 100% to have a shot. So, but that's all right, man. We annihilated it. That feels so good, and we got Tali, man. Really nice.
Just let me finish this download.
There she is. The S tier of S tier characters. Freaking Tali Zora.
Thank you, Shepard. If not for you, I would never have made it out of this room. This whole mission has been a disaster. I wish I'd joined you back on Freedom's Progress, but I couldn't let anyone take my place on something this risky.
Yeah, that's alright.
A lot of
Okay, I'm gonna skip through this.
The Admiralty Board believed the information here was that damn data better. Haystrom's sun is destabilized. The effect is similar to when stars blow off mass to enter a red
Can you
giant
join me now?
phase.
That's all we care
Haystrom's
about.
sun
Tali,
is far too young for this
can you
data.
join us? Please.
Reason I'm glad I could help. Once you deliver that data, I could use you on the Normandy.
I promised to see this mission through. I did. I can leave with you and send the data to the fleet. And if the admirals have a problem with it, they can go to hell. I just watched.
See, she's a bit more feisty. In Mass Effect 1, she's so innocent and like so cute, kind of like Liara, in that same vein, you know. But both of these women just got way more feisty in Mass Effect 2. I love it.
If need be, the Normandy can get you out of here.
Hopefully, we'll get to Leo. We should. We should.
As long as we get out of here before reinforcements show up, we'll be fine.
Actually, I won't be going with you. I'm joining Commander Shepard.
I'll pass the data to the Admiralty Board.
See, and he's not like, what? You're abandoning your people? No, Cal's just like, alright. Who am I to question Shepard, Commander Shepard, and Tali? Because, again, Tali is a big player in the Quarian scene, so... Yeah, I really love Tali, and we got her. She's back. She's back. Again, I took Tali along with Ashley when we did all the Cerberus missions in Mass Effect 1. And I do that because in Mass Effect 2, she really doesn't like Cerberus. So having her on those missions kind of enhances that context for me. So that's why I like taking her
I don't know
on
who
that.
you are, but Cerberus threatened the security of the migrant fleet. Don't make nice.
That's why you're here, Tali. I need people who aren't Cerberus. People I can trust.
Jacob's like,
I wasn't part of what happened to the migrant fleet, but I understand your distrust. I hope we'll get past that as we work.
See, and Jacob's really nice. He's a nice
We're
guy.
undercover, Shepard. Maybe even planning to blow Cerberus
He takes
up.
it, you know, he takes it
If
well.
that's the case, I'll loan you a grenade. Otherwise, I'm here for you, not for them.
If it helps, check out the Normandy while you're here. We've gotten a few upgrades.
I'll get Tali Zora the necessary security
See?
clearance to access
Attaboy,
our systems.
Jacobs.
Please do. I can't be part of your team if I don't know how the ship works. Remember, Shepard, these people thought enslaving Thorian creepers and Rachni was a good idea.
Referencing those Mass Effect 1 missions. Really love that.
Don't forget to introduce yourself to Edie, the ship's new artificial intelligence.
Oh, God. That look said it all. She's like, of course you idiots have an AI. You know, obviously she's a Quarian, so AI is just... It's like a cuss word, basically. What did you just say? But, alright, cool. Morden, I don't think we'll have anything.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Later, better.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'll let you
We'll
work.
be here if you
Ironically, the most talkative squad mate has not been talkative lately, but that's okay. In due time, in due time. I'll get that for my assault rifle using squad mates. We have a lot of them, so... Oops. Should have something new here. No? Okay. Guess 7's the new number. Alright. Jacob, again, we don't need to talk to because he has a active loyalty mission.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Go through this. Okay, that's just from the migrant fleet. They are approving of our adoption of Tali, and they're just telling us to take care of her, which we will.
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tali. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Yep.
Tali's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
Yes, we have.
Quarians are so fascinating to me. But they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels
Definitely
like.
not an edited stock photo of the voice actress. Definitely not. Although I did hear they changed it, so we won't be seeing it though, because spoiler alert, we're not romancing Tali, if it wasn't already obvious by us being a FemShep.
Is there anything
Jack would like to see you.
Ooh, Jack's loyalty mission unlocked.
That'll be all.
It's good news. I do not think we'll be doing that before we get to the Derelict Reaper mission. Oh, I forgot to refresh you guys. There is a 5 mission cooldown that started now, obviously, this session. So once we do 5 journal missions, so anything as a journal entry in our mission log, if we do 5 of them, we will automatically be triggering the next story mission, the next priority story mission, which is the Derelict Reaper. And recruiting Tali was our first of 5 missions, so.
Yeah. It's great to see Tali on board, Commander, just like old times. It is her, right? I mean, because with the mask, it's... never mind.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
God, man, Seth Green kills it as Joker, man. The delivery of his lines and his comedic timing is just so good. Alright. Let's go ahead and head down to the next level here. Oh, we can get our... Yeah, we can get our last Normandy upgrade now that we have Tali. Normandy upgrade as in the 3 upgrades we need to save some squad mates in the suicide mission. Like, if you straight up just don't get one of them, then 1 squad mate dies. Obviously, if you don't get all 3, then you have 3 squad mates dies before you even make it to the collector base. So, let's go to Tali. Kasumi first.
Hey, got a minute? The Normandy runs so quietly.
I don't know if we've heard that voice yet, or that voice line yet. But yeah, I typically only do, again, I only do just 1. You know what, let's just go here. We'll trigger this ambient conversation.
So the collectors did take New Canton.
Okay.
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time.
Pretty sure they do get his family eventually, which is kind of sad, but we will avenge them. I don't even know if we end up saving them. I think we do end up saving them, but yeah, it's been a while since I've listened to every single part of that ambient combo.
Need me for
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit?
Talk to you
I'll
later.
be here.
Still calibrating, man. Still calibrating. Gotta love it. It's to be expected. And again, Miranda has an active loyalty mission, so we are good to go. But we got a lot of conversations here. Not sure Grunt will have anything new. He might, but we'll see. And obviously we'll talk to Zaid. And then Jack's got her loyalty conversation. And then Tali is new, so we'll have new stuff to talk to her about. We'll head to Tali last.
Back for another lesson. Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you. In there you got 2 choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit.
Can't imagine being a human in a Batarian prison would be the most enjoyable experience.
Shepard.
Grunt.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
I was just
new combo. Let's go.
Here thinking. The picture. I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint. The battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle.
I forget what the point of his story is.
Snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
Maybe I had to be there, but I don't get the joke.
There's no joke. It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did.
Alright, Grunt.
I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all.
Like developing that, you know, chest-pounding vibrato. I don't know what the right expression is, but
I don't know if I'll be coming down here for these talks anymore.
Whatever. Don't have to be friends to fight good enemies. Just thought you'd like to know.
He's getting that Krogan fire, I guess is the best expression. So, love you, Grunt. Alright, let's get Jack's loyalty mission unlocked. All the way down. It's a shame they didn't do anything with this lower deck in Mass Effect 3.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know the doctors.
Okay, we will talk
The
about
other
this
kids.
again once we get to it.
I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point. Wasn't in a position.
You're absolutely
I was.
certain.
They thought they were so close. He'll just. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You
I'll
can't.
set a course for Prague.
No, we won't. We will get to that eventually. Yeah, Jack's loyalty mission is kind of middle tier, I'd say.
Is a she, not a he, right?
Of course. The Normandy's the sweetest girl there is.
Agreed.
And Edie's a she. Tally's definitely a she.
What are you getting at, Kenneth?
I'm just saying I'm feeling a wee bit threatened here. A lot of female energy, and I'm just one man.
You're such a dick.
See? Look. Got to work on myself.
Oh my god, Ken. Freaking love that line. Look where your mind went.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector?
There should be a permanent dialogue option that's just like hug Tali. Just getting to hug Tali whenever you want would be amazing.
My upgrades might give us a better chance.
Okay, ship enhancements. Boom. Cyclonic barrier tech.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give
My
the
shield fortification will help.
Okay, and that's it.
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk of scrap metal, a circuit board, and some element zero, and I'll have it making precision jumps. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
Attaboy, Ken. And Gabby.
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will about Cerberus. They know
Yeah,
how
these
to
are her
build
permanent
ships.
combos,
Normandy's
but
running
we'll
even
just get them
better
out of the
than
way
before.
here.
I don't know if it can stand up to a collector attack.
I really do
I'm researching
agree with
some
Kelly
ideas that might
that the Quarian suits are just gorgeous, especially Tali's, man.
Have you got time to talk?
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Gath on Haystrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Rieger out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
One thing I do like about playing as FemShep is that you don't need to turn down Tali. That's always a painful part of a male Shep playthrough if you don't romance her, so.
Have you heard any word about Cal Rieger? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full recovery. Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Rieger got out with a relatively minor
He's a
infection.
fighter.
Tell me about the fleet's admiralty.
It's one of two.
Okay, that's just pretty much, we had all those combos in Mass Effect 1.
Representatives from each ship.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them. It doesn't seem right having
Adams will be
Cerberus
back.
in charge of this ship. Are you sure working for them is the right thing to do?
I would ask that for extra context, but I feel like it's obvious. And I feel like Shepard would know. You know what I mean?
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help. For now, I should...
You know, Shepard and Tali are good friends. Like, we would know why Tali doesn't like Cerberus. You know, she's already mentioned several times that, you know, they have a rough history with the Quarians. On top of that, she was with us when we fought Cerberus for the first time. So I feel like having that there is more for players that may have forgotten that context or didn't play Mass Effect 1 entirely. But I feel like, you know, immersion-wise, Shepard would already know that, so it's kind of odd that that's that picking that would be kind of odd, is what I'm saying. But all right, Normandy round's done. We got Tali back. Lots of loyalty missions unlocked. We got Jack, Miranda, and Jacobs all currently active right now. I'm sure Grunts will come soon as well. But now that we got our whole Tali thing out of the way and she's back home where she belongs, let's go get Liara. I say get. Let's meet up with Liara at Illium, where there is a lot of stuff we can still do. None of which will be main missions. I'm not planning on doing any main missions, but similarly to when we went to Omega for the first time, there's a lot of stuff, like side stuff you can do and explore and complete on Illium. So as you can see, there's lots of stuff we have on Illium. Illium is where it's at. It's the new Omega right now. So let's go ahead and scan through this planet here. Or system, I mean. Lots of good stuff here. Or at least there should be. I'm really excited about meeting up with Liara. They do a real good job of just right off the bat showing that she's different now. You know, these past 2 years have hardened her after losing you. And of course, in Mass Effect 1, she does reveal that she kind of likes you, you know, but she obviously doesn't intervene. And our Shepard, this playthrough, fell in love with Kaidan, and unfortunately had to sacrifice him on Vermeer for the greater good. So I don't think our Shepard is currently interested right now in any romantic relationships, i.e. why we haven't showed any interest in Jacob or Garrus at the moment. You know, she's kind of just focusing on protecting and saving humanity right now. And Liara was always a close friend, and like I just mentioned, Liara, I feel, still likes Shepard and still cares about her. And we learned that she is the one that recovered our body. Like, out of all of our squad mates, you know, Liara's love for us was strong enough to make her, you know, her grief just so strong that she had to go back and find our body and give us a proper burial. Obviously, that didn't happen. I forget the exact context as to why she went back and gave it to Cerberus specifically. I don't know if she knew that we would be brought back to life, but you know, the point is she did go back and recover our body, you know, because she was just so grief-stricken. I mentioned in my tier list, this is not, I'm not saying this is canon or anything. It's just my personal feeling about Liara as a character. Objectively, like, I guess not objectively, subjectively, I feel it's kind of obvious that Liara always kind of has a crush on you, even if you don't romance her. Just through her actions and the way she speaks of you. You know what I mean? Like Tali has always come, if you don't romance Tali always comes off as very sisterly. You know what I mean? Like she's just as close as a sister would be, and I love her for that. You know, again, that's if you don't romance her, which obviously a huge percentage of Mass Effect players do, including, you know, most of my close friends I've played through. I feel like out of my close friends, I'm the only one that prefers romancing Liara. Like if you don't romance Garrus as a FemShep, you know, he's always that brother that is always there for you. You know what I mean? And I feel like with Liara, I don't know, maybe it's just because I like her so much, and I might just be super ultra biased, and my bias is just shining through because of how much I love Liara. But I feel like if you don't romance Liara, you always kind of get that vibe that, yes, she's a sister like Tali, but, you know, I guess this is weird now that I just said that, you know, she comes off as sisterly. But, like, I always feel like she is, she still loves you deep down, you know, but is able to put her feelings aside and just, you know, care about you and like, still loves you, but in a, you know, family type sense. Again, I hope I'm not being weird, but, maybe I'm making it weird. Am I making it weird? Anyway, but, you know, I always get that vibe that she does love you still. And just the way that she greets you here, just the way she greets you out of everybody else. I mean, you'll see. Like, I do think of the Normandy crew as family, for sure. Like, Tali's very sisterly if you don't romance. Garrus is very, you know, brotherly. Rex is like that cool uncle you wish you had. But speaking of Garrus and Tali, we will be taking them. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Nothing unlocked there. Cool. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to check that. We will be taking Garrus and Tali since we are meeting up with Liara. Okay, we can get max shockwave now. It's the best it's gonna be, so I want to increase its impact radius. Yeah, we are gonna decrease damage, but we are gonna give it a whole extra meter of area of effect. because I don't use it to damage. If Shockwave was like a high damaging ability as well, it would be easily one of the best abilities in the game, just because it has that infinite range and like obviously a wide range, and then also on top of that you're gonna make it damage them as well. Like that'd be insane. But you know, Shockwave is best to displace enemies and buy time and things like that. So I feel like the area of effect upgrade is more valuable than the damage upgrade. Tali, upgrade the Quarian Machinist. And we are going to, for her, power duration for sure. We're gonna give her, let her pop those abilities as much as possible. Oh shit, shit. Undo, undo. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, I wanted to get her combat drone, and then I wanted to get AI hacking up as well. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know. Either way, she's got 3 combat drone, 2 AI hacking. I'm not going to be like super picky, but yeah, we're good to go. And then Tali, I will have her use the Geth plasma shotgun, interestingly enough, and we'll leave her on the hand cannon. Garrus is good, and let's switch off the cane. Let's get our arc projector back. One that's still on the Tempest there. Okay, cool. All right, Illium, let's go. Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous. Definitely the prettiest pre-rendered cutscene, in my opinion. Concierge. Concierge Marie. If you've ever watched The Office. Love that episode.
Welcome to Nosastra, Commander Shepard. We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit. My name is Karina.
See, Illium feels more civilized as Omega, but it's really not.
Who instructed you to waive the fees?
The order came from Liara Tassoni, who paid all fees on your behalf. She also asked that I direct you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
You said Liara was here? What is she doing?
Liara is one of Nosastra's most respected information brokers. Nosastra is based upon trade. Information is valuable currency, and Liara has done quite well. As I said, you'll find her near the trading floor. She was looking forward to seeing you.
As am I, as am I. We'll just talk about this stuff.
Anything you...
Not super important.
Legal, provided they are labeled properly.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, indentured servitude, as they call it, is a pretty key part of Illium.
A contract holder is
There's also some, it's like mentioned in some of the main missions here, as well as some of the side missions, so.
At the same, for your own safety, however, I recommend again. Illium, it's a small price to pay.
It's sketchy. It's kind of like Novaria. You get the, it's like Novaria mixed with Omega. I guess more like Novaria, Omega, plus the Citadel. You know, just all of that. It's like Citadel because it looks nice. It's very advanced appearance-wise. Novaria because it's like a lot of sketchy businesses, and Omega because it's honestly really dangerous. So, Illium is really cool. Really like it.
Do you have any recommendations about?
I suggest you browse our shopping kiosks. I can help. Liara is excellent at that type of work, however.
Thank you.
Again,
thank you, Concierge Marie.
Records indicated just a car named Samara is visiting this port, Shepard. Your former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor. You may wish to speak with her regarding the whereabouts of Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier.
Ooh, Thane. And Samara, you know. Don't want to, you know, do Samara like that. I'm excited for Samara too, but Thane, man, I love that guy. Cannot wait to get him. Do not believe we'll be making it to him this session, though.
We were always told that Illium is one of the safest places in the galaxy, until you fell off the grid. Sign the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else. Don't let this place fool you. It's no safer here than Omega.
It's a good piece of insight there. But there's a lot of shops here. How much money do we have? Credits. We have 368,000 credits. Not bad. It's not, I don't think, well, it should be enough to get everything we want. But we'll just have to see. Yeah, here we go. This is the Rachni Queen update.
Excuse me, are you Commander Shepard?
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of Mass Effect 1 callouts here. This is the first one.
You're Commander Shepard? I saw your, I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize.
It's easy to accidentally say something I don't want to here, so I'm going to let this play out.
I was asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
I met a lot of people on Novaria. Could you be more specific?
I believe the message itself should make it clear.
Your eyes roll back, yeah.
We hide. We borrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard. The Rachni will sing again because of you.
I should have mentioned this earlier, but the way that she's talking and her mouth is moving, it looks like Sly Cooper. If you've ever played the game Sly Cooper or any of those games, the way their mouths move is very like that. You know what I mean? She's literally talking like she's straight out of Sly Cooper.
You possess another Asari. You can't just take over people's minds like that.
Peace, Shepard.
Darn it, we don't get to see it anymore.
The Rachni Queen does not control my thoughts.
Now I look like a fool.
Merely the message I was asked to deliver. I encountered her on an They are an amazing people, Shepard. I was badly injured, alone. They remind me of the Keepers on the Citadel in a way.
I'm gonna skip through this. I don't believe she even makes a return in Mass Effect 3.
If some part of that is suggestion,
so, but it's just a nice little update on the Rachni. But we will be encountering the Rachni in Mass Effect 3.
The ones who did that, her people aren't naturally.
So they're doing good. They're staying safe, staying out of trouble, and they're rooting for us, basically. So, way to go, Rachni. Here is our second Mass Effect 1 callback, and that is Gianna Parasini. We actually help her with a mission here.
Shepard? I thought you were dead. Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened? No, wait, probably classified.
Remember, she's the Annalaeus' assistant from Novaria.
I'm Gianna Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Annalaeus.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Annalaeus?
He made the one mistake Novaria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer.
It's gonna get interrupted because she's actually trying to nail another person here.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
I like John. I'll be nice to her.
Shepard. For me, a tough
like,
job
honest.
involves more paperwork. Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later. And don't forget to drink your beer.
Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. Asari merchant smuggling schematics from Novaria. Can you talk her into showing you the good stuff? Will do. We get some nice Paragon here, so it's always nice to do.
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment. Feel free to look around. My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Illium.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best, and I'm willing to pay for it, as long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Novaria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parasini, you set me up.
Got him.
This isn't Novaria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to find you out of business.
Do you have the authority to seize the schematic she's trying to sell?
I don't have to. Hermia was under suspicion. We leaked a faulty device to her. All this thing will ever do is blow up in your face.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Talk fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him. Ah, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
Like right now. Then we talked to her one last time, and she doesn't appear here anymore.
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
Come on. That had to be like, that line had to be, and just read that. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls. Like, that had to be intentionally, like, you know, an innuendo. I don't know. Well, we move on.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
How'd you end up on
scholarship program?
Okay, Gianna's great, but again, I've listened to this several times, so we're gonna go ahead and move through this.
The only weird part
She's really cool. She's kind of like the Cal Rieger type character, where she's a very likable non-Normandy crew member NPC.
Deep down, party.
And they never see me coming.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around.
If you're a male Shep, she actually gives you a kiss. Like, she would have given us a kiss at this point if we were a male Shepard, you know, because male Shepard's a player, so. We're going to head up to the bar here, because we are going to see our third Mass Effect 1 callback. But I will comment real quick on this Volus's ambient convo. It's probably one of my favorite ones, because it's delivered in installments as you pass by. And basically the story goes, he's talking himself up. He's saying, like, I need the best combat equipment you have. And the Asari is just basically like, okay. And he's just talking himself up, and he finally gets, the Asari is finally able to convince him to buy something. And it ends up being super expensive, and then he ends up, like, having to be like, okay, let me come back to that. But just the way he talks of himself, as if he's some, like, you know, super powerful person, is just hilarious. But, I'm not going to be standing and listening to it this time. But again, third Mass Effect 1 callback already on this planet, and it is, well, I won't spoil it.
Watch yourself if you go in there. Some human is causing trouble. He's demanding that I sign the place over to him.
I'll be careful.
Or you could kill him. You know, legally, in self-defense. I'd make a really good witness. Failing that, I'm hooking up security cameras now. If he or anybody else causes trouble, I'll have their asses arrested.
Who could be causing trouble like this, man?
You're really holding out on me? I'm a man on the edge. I got nothing to lose.
You want to
Let's
see
go.
how far I'll go? I learned how to shove a gun in people's faces from
Commander Shepard?
Hey, if you know this idiot, can you
And this character here, the bartender.
with a singularity?
Gotta remember her. Remember her.
It's me, Conrad Werner.
Conrad
You met on the
Werner.
Citadel? I wanted to become a Spectre? Oh, and then you shoved a gun in my face? You showed me what it meant to be
Just
true.
learning the wrong lessons, Conrad.
Lesson well. So you're alive, huh? I hear it goes like that in the biz. Why don't you sit back and watch how it's done? I
did hear how it goes like that as a biz.
Conrad, why are you acting like me?
What, are you crazy? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a Spectre working for the Council. I'm on my own, backed only by my wits and my nerves. No rules, no laws, just whatever it takes to get the job done. I'm not like you at all.
So you just wander the galaxy righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve.
That's literally what we do, though.
Just waiting for someone to talk to them. Sometimes I poke through
Little,
crates too, you know, for extra credits.
Fourth wall break is like we talk to random people and poke through crates as well to look for extra credits and whatnot. Freaking love Conrad, man.
Conrad, do you have any actual combat training?
I'm saving the galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk, but you saved the galaxy and showed other races that humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
How'd you get that armor?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay.
Cosplaying.
Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
Oh, Conrad.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay?
He's watched too many vids.
Hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
I don't believe I repeated conversations there, but I guess they both end in the same voice line.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport? She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Illium. You just need a license.
I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if you need any help, Shepard.
So let's talk to this bartender. Usually the bartenders aren't that important, right? But this, believe it or not, is actually Liara's father. So,
Thanks for
well,
taking care
father.
of that
You know, they
crazy
don't
guy.
technically have mothers or
Saves me
fathers.
having to beat him to death with his own spine. That makes the other customers nervous. Anyway, this is.
Well, they don't differentiate between father and mother. I guess.
Get you anything?
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know, not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise
Thessia is the
counsel,
Asari
here I
home
am.
planet.
Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother.
See, and Liara does mention there's a line. I don't know if it's in Mass Effect 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure it's Mass Effect 3, but she mentions how she's like 1/4 Krogan. And that's because her father was half Krogan. So. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and skip through all this, but I want to get the context here.
One day you wake up, and I warned him. Told me when I started talking.
She's a
about
cool
making
character.
it,
I like her.
you know, she'd probably owe
And you do
Commander
convince
something.
Liara. Well, if you're a Paragon, you convince Liara to
herself.
open up to her and reconnect with her.
Turned out to be
You
damn
know, because
evil,
after losing
since
your
neither
one
one
parent,
did.
you know, it's nice to just at least connect with your second one.
Scientists say all that stuff about us getting. That's what I'm here for, babe.
Just looking around.
Right. Don't even.
Cool. Okay, there's a bachelor party here somewhere. Yeah, right here.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians.
This you can go through the Solarians on like a bachelor party, but like you just mentioned, the Solarians don't really have weddings. You know, it's just like a contract that they mutually sign to reproduce and then part ways, basically. Because Solarians don't have time. You know, they only live for like 40 or so years. So, but let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and head this way. I might be not going about this in the optimal way, but I kind of want to save Liara for last here. We're going to go ahead and head this way, because there's going to be, like, I've lost track. I think it might be the 4th Mass Effect 1 callback is going to be over this way. This is very much like a Mass Effect 3 side mission. You listen to an ambient conversation, and it unlocks a mission that you can complete by finding something in another level. So those are like littered, as you know if you played Mass Effect 3, they're littered throughout the Citadel, so throughout the game as well. But this is the final area of Illium. Well, the Illium hub. But this is our fourth Mass Effect 1 callback. It's Shiala from Pharos.
Shepard, I don't suppose you'd remember me.
I remember her being blue in Mass Effect 1, but she's green now. And I think there's like an explanation for that, but I don't remember it.
And saved me. I promised to help Zeus.
This is a quick side mission here.
I'm actually here on Illium for just that purpose.
How's Zeus Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again, or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zeus Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive. And
It's the same voice actors for sure. They just appears different.
After all you went through, I fear that after our adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Illium,
is there something I can do to
I'd
help?
appreciate it. I've reached the limits of my diplomatic
There's an
abilities,
Asari in
and
the
I
background
fear to
there.
start
You can
trouble.
see her. She's
Some
not
of the
willing to help
colonists
us.
had health problems as a result of the Thorian
Or
control.
help the Pharos people for
We
some
hired
reason.
a colonial survey group to do some medical scans. But the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
Oh, here we go. Why are you green?
Wait a minute, Shiala. You were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue, like normal Asari.
I'm gonna let's do this because I don't want to forget
Health
this anymore.
problems, I said, were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian.
Hang in there, Shiala.
It is disconcerting.
What kind of health problems did the colonists have?
Headache. It has to be a result of
So we
trace
obviously
of the
want to
Thorian
help them
control.
because we cared about them back in Mass Effect 1. We really helped them fight back against the Geth and become self-sustaining. And you know, obviously, if we hear that they're still struggling and we can help, we're gonna do it.
To be true. In the fine print, we apparently agreed to let them perform.
Can they actually
no,
force
Zeus Hope just got back on its feet.
I'll talk to
I
the survey.
appreciate it, Shepard.
Okay, so this is her, and we find out she's kind of xenophobic, which is the only reason why she's not willing to help the human colony. And she is that way because she blames humans for her daughter's death. Her daughter was on the Citadel, and she died. And I think I mentioned this in my Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition playthrough. The really nice and cute and kind Asari greeter at the consort's chambers, you know, the ones that's like, we'll be able to process your visit in a month, right? And she's just very nice, very kind, very understanding, even when we're frustrated. That's her daughter, and she actually died on the Battle of the Citadel at the end of Mass Effect 1. So it's kind of sad. I really liked her. But she blames humans for it because we like stirred up trouble or whatnot. And as a Paragon, we'll be able to kind of talk her down and get her help and help her start the grieving process.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Pharos signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
Why are you insisting on these tests? What use could they possibly be?
Their use is not your concern. A legal binding contract was signed. Nothing else matters. All of you. Humans, Solarians, Turians. You come to our planet, then complain that our laws don't suit you. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial
That's
muck.
racist. That's racist.
Why are you so prejudiced against aliens?
Where do I begin? With Solarian explorers unleashing the Rachni upon us, then unleashing the Krogan.
Let's be real. If this was a real thing, there'd always be people like that share her viewpoints. You know, they blame problems on, you know, entire groups of people, then just the individuals that caused them, that just happen to be a part of that group of people. You know, that's a very common thing, unfortunately, in our world today.
Whose deaths are we talking about exactly?
The mother of my daughters was killed on the Quarian homeworld during the initial Geth uprising. My daughters died on the Citadel when the Geth attacked. One worked in the embassy. The other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
Why was your bond made on the Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art.
So we get her to kind of like reminisce about her loved ones, then we kind of convince her that, you know, it's not the right way of looking at the world.
Talking with people, exploring new cultures.
You know, with her xenophobic views, I mean.
The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not a...
Hit him with that. Ooh. It's like Mr. Rogers would be disappointed in your choices, you know, that whole thing.
I'm sending an amended contract. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Respect. Respect. Okay, so these are, they highlight resource-rich planets, but, you know, I'm not going to bother.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah, you did it. I just... Thank you. I don't think I could have...
You've got the power to make a difference, Shiala.
You're right. You gave us a chance. Thank you for what you've done here, Shep. Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not...
Yeah, she, like,
doing
kind of, like, likes us. Pass. I like you, Shiala, but not that much. But, alright, let's finish the Conrad thing. Go ahead and talk to this person. As you can see, we're getting a lot of morality as well, so I really like landing on Illium for the first time, because you get a really good boost.
Can I help you with something?
I talked to an old friend, Conrad Werner.
See, she just seems like because we're Conrad's friend, we're an idiot too.
Oh, you're Conrad's friend. Yes, that place is
So then we kind of like do the old switcheroo on her. Really satisfying.
Did you get me the deed to the bar? I need the deed to stop the red sand dealers.
And you need a high enough morality to do it.
I softened up the bar owner, but you need to go in and finish them off.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. You just need to close the deal. Go in, be tough, and let them know you're with me. They'll hand the deed right over.
Wow, great. Here, I'll set you up for a discount. Thanks for the help.
Alright. We'll come back here after talking to Liara, so I won't bother... oh wait, actually. You know what? I won't look at the things, but there's something here I want to do.
Oh, blue rose of Illium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka. Let our scorching sun and sheeting rain turn your supple beauty into strength.
What do you want?
I freaking love Char, and it's so sad. I'll touch on it in a second.
Is that Krogan bothering you?
No, you don't need to hurt him or anything. He's harmless. Which, I know, Krogan, so it's hard to believe. His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
I love it.
It doesn't seem common for a Sari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy. Really smart. Especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician.
Oh, he's so cute.
It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
So why are the two of you
He's
on
just
break?
still popping off with his poetry.
Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. But no offense.
Ouch.
It made me wonder if he really likes me, or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way. You know?
I mean, they won't be coming out looking like Krogan, but yeah. See, this is the key question: did you talk with him?
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think he realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA. We're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
Char, he's my favorite non-Normandy crew and NPC. Freaking Char is a legend.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him.
There's your
I
answer.
don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
Look at him. He's obviously crazy about you.
Is he? I mean, what if he just wants to have kids? Am I just his baby-making machine? He said I wasn't, but...
If he said that, then you either trust him, so you have nothing to worry about, or you don't, and you've already decided.
There you go.
I guess I hadn't thought about it like that. And I do trust him, if he said it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal.
Oh, Char.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, we don't get to see him anymore. That's right. That's all right. Freaking love it. I'll look at the shops in a second here. But, man, now I'm sad because they're obviously super cute, but their story is continued in Mass Effect 3 because, he basically, you know, he's not a fighter. He's a softie. He likes poetry. He just works as a technician, and he loves his Asari wife. In Mass Effect 3, you learn that, you know, as the Reapers continue flooding throughout the galaxy, Char put his, you know, family aside to sign up for the Krogan military, and he ends up dying when they were going after the Reapers on I forget the planet's name. It's the one you meet up with Grunt in Mass Effect 3. He ends up dying. You find his dead body there, and he left one final poem. He left one final poem for his blue rose, and you find the audio log that has the poem, and you deliver it to this girl we just talked to. She works on the Citadel in Mass Effect 3, and you find her and you deliver the dying message. The name of the side mission is actually Krogan Dying Message, and if I was still editing, I would put a picture of this here, but look up online, type in like Mass Effect Krogan Blue Rose of Illium illustration poem or something like that. Someone illustrated like the poem, his dying message, and it's just like, it's on the Mass Effect subreddit too, if you want to look there, and like everyone in the comments, including myself, is just like, you know, freaking crying right now because they have such a great story, such a tragic story, but the good thing is in the message, you know, you find out that they did have a kid. So Char left behind his wife and newborn daughter, and he held his word. He kept to his word. You know, they ended up having a kid together, and just like he said he would, he loved the kid no matter what, even if it wasn't a Krogan and it was an Asari. He loved her no matter what, and I'm getting sad just thinking about it, man. And that's the beauty of Mass Effect. That's just a side thing, you know. Some players didn't even get that because they didn't do the Blue Rose of Illium side mission on Illium. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Alright. We can talk about that more, but I'll just end up crying. So let's move on. We are meeting up with Liara, guys.
Hello.
We are meeting up with Liara.
Liara will be pleased to see you.
You're Liara's assistant.
Yes, Liara relies upon me to acquire useful intelligence. I don't have her network of contacts, but I supply her with supplemental data. It's really an honor to work with her.
What's Liara's reputation?
Nixeris is actually a traitor.
Short years, she's amassed a sizable network of connections.
Tries to kill her.
She could have even more political power. But I believe she
So
should tell
that's
you about that,
fun.
not me.
I'll talk to you later.
Course.
Keyword being tried, because Liara does not go down easily. Unless your name is Shepard. Oh, oh, I went there.
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Quoting her mother here.
I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind.
See, as a new player, like, oh, Liara, what?
Shepard.
But yeah, pay attention. Look at how she greets you.
Shepard.
She gets all choked up and just gives you a big hug. I'm not saying none of the other Mass Effect 1 squad mates are worse because they don't do exactly that. But my point is, like, it's so obvious she still cares. She like cares deeply and loves you still. You know what I mean?
You have sources now?
A few. Sources, contacts, even a little hired muscle. I've been working as an information broker. It's paid the bills since you... well, for the past 2 years. And now you're back. Gunning for the collectors with Cerberus.
If you know that, then you know that I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here. Things I need to take care of.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No, no trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise. Someone I can trust.
Yep, and we are going to be doing that here.
At key points around Illium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you.
It's dangerous.
This is Illium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're a little over time here, but I really want to finish the 2 Liara side missions here. Because next session, I want to do just a bunch of story stuff. Just a bunch of story stuff. So it's important that we finish all the Illium side missions here. Like we've already done quite a few. They didn't quite feel like it because they were just kind of conversations with old people, but we've actually done like 3 or 4 side missions already. But I just want to finish these off here. But this is what she just mentioned to us. We're just gonna hack 3 terminals here. And it's on a timer, and you can fail, so I don't want to fail it. But if it would just give us, here we go. Gosh. And it gives you like a little proximity detector, but I already know where they all are, so it shouldn't be a problem.
It's like she's turned pure blood into a religion or something.
Then the next one's over here.
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure to deal with.
I don't know. That still sounds like an awful
Oh, that's
thing
the
to
Galactic
legalize.
News. Maybe I don't know where they all are. Here we go. Oh, I missed it. No, it's right here.
What about you? Going to try and make it as maybe a shirt or a card? Illium. Hey, you're blue shifting already. That's funny, right? Asari skin color and the Doppler effect?
Dad, just get her anything.
Ah!
I need to get her something.
It forced us down.
A memento.
Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Oh, over here. One more. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
It's just...
Oops.
We're looking for weapons.
It's gonna be over here on the dock.
Hey, I'm 60 years old and I'm telling you, relax. Dax will never notice a few missing pieces. No,
Oh, I walked past it.
because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse mercs,
Oh.
some Justicar, I don't know.
Maybe I was wrong.
Ever going to see the extra merchandise?
Oh god.
Sometimes you say these things and
Oh, here we go, here we go.
maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Must have been thinking about something else. Could have swore something was on that dock.
Hey, we're friends.
But, yeah, you do get Renegade for doing it, but it's not like I'm not going to do it.
I'm on a call.
Okay. I think we talked to her eventually, though. Forget for what.
Okay, look, I'll take another look at the contract.
Oh, it's kind of like the Solarian here, I believe. You find something on one of the missions on Illium and you give it to her. Yeah, I mixed up my side missions there. But yeah, so that's the first one, and then all we have left now is one more side mission, then we'll go ahead and call it. It's the second Liara side mission, and you only unlock it after completing the systems hacking one. But that's typically what I do when I play through Mass Effect. Like, when I get to a new area, I just clear out all the side stuff first before doing the juicy
Shepard,
main story missions.
you again. Thank you for getting me that system data. Here, it's... Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I made
Mentioned in Mass Effect 1.
information caches from his agents.
So she's wanting to catch the Shadow Broker because
Are you on the run from the Shadow Broker? I can help.
the Shadow Broker has a friend of
Actually,
hers.
it would be more accurate to say that the Shadow Broker is on the run from me. We crossed paths not long after you died. Since then, I've been working to take him down. With this data, I'm a step closer.
You can't come with me because you're after the Shadow Broker? What if I help you find him?
I'm sorry, Shepard. The galaxy doesn't work that way. I need to find leads, trace information. I need to work. I can't do that on the Normandy.
So, like, with your interactions here, as well as throughout the Shadow Broker DLC, you'll realize, like, she's just been very burdened with this.
I've never seen you ready to execute someone in cold blood.
She's just changed because of all the stuff she's had to take on.
I was on a job with a friend. The Shadow Broker's people caught us. My friend didn't escape. I don't know if he's dead or being interrogated. But I need to find him. I owe him my life. And I need to make the Shadow Broker pay for what he did.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Thanks, Shepard. I will. Now, is there anything else I can help
So
you
this here, I have to be careful. This dialogue option right here will let you start the
How's your own
mission.
work going?
So
The data you gave
don't want to
me
do that
was
yet.
extremely helpful. It gave me a target. The Shadow Broker has several contacts.
This is the
around
second
Illium.
side
The
mission
most
here.
Taking down the Observer will put me closer to the Shadow Broker. I could use your help.
This is garbage.
Tell me what I can do to help.
The Shadow Broker is...
My inquiries
If you can refine the list, I'll know where to strike.
I was happy to
The data is our only hope of determining which one. Thank you, Shepard. When you find something, call me on the radio channel we use.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and do this. You basically have to find the little consoles like this, hacking them again, and they give you clues as to what race or what species this observer character is that she's hunting. And the observer works for the Shadow Broker. So the more you can guess right away, but you'll be wrong because you can't unlock the actual one until you find all of the terminals. And it turns out that none of the answers are right because you've realized that the person is it's okay. See, I didn't fail that. I'm pretty confident that it just didn't give me the right ones in time. And that's another reason why I hate this one, because it's just so dependent on what they randomly give you. You know what I mean? And sometimes they just don't give you the right one or they block it off. Anyway. So, yeah, you just have to hack all this stuff here. I think this is another one. I think there's 5 ones you can get. I haven't memorized where they all are, but I do have like the list here. But they're just at they're just listed around this area, so we'll find them all eventually. But yeah, you find out that it's actually Nixeris is the observer, or the agent. Fuck. Come on. See, we missed it, so now there we go. So annoying.
Are you shorting prefabs?
Okay. I don't think there's any more this way.
I did it after eating Prime. Paid for new exosuits for my kids.
But I don't think I'll have time to go through all of the shops, but there's so much good stuff here, like so much. So I'll probably do that at the beginning of next session. I'll make my way around the shops and then start the story stuff, just to, you know, kind of prepare ourselves. Okay, there's gonna be one more. I believe it's up here. At least I hope it's up here. Yeah, I think it's in the bar.
Damn it, this is just
Oh wait, I forgot to come up here for Conrad.
Delicate
Jeez.
judge. My surveillance vids caught your extortion attempt from 4 different angles.
I was misled.
Take her away.
Okay, so we got her. Then we'll talk to Conrad to finish it.
What happened? The undercover cop from the weapons kiosk just got arrested.
And then we'll make him feel good.
She wasn't a cop. She was a deep cover operative from a terrorist cell. I'd never have found her if not for you.
Really?
Great job, Conrad. Now please go home. Let me take you here.
Can do, Shepard. And thanks.
Attaboy, Conrad.
Good to have you back.
We will see you next time in Mass Effect 3. And Conrad, repay the favor. He's helped us level up. Really nice of him. Let's start working on pool now. We use pool so much, so the more we improve that, the better. Alright, and the last terminal should be right here. Yeah. I said I didn't memorize where they all are, but like as I was moving, it just kind of came to me, and you know, we ran into them, so able to get rid of them really, really quick. But we got all the data points, so now we can call Liara.
Did you get any information on the observer?
None of them
All
fit.
5 of the suspects are male. The observer is female. Something's not right. Who gave you this lead?
My assistant, Nixeris. She got the information. Nixeris gave me the information. Nixeris, could I see you in here for a moment?
That's a cavern, man.
Shepard, I'll talk to you later.
And we're gonna go over to Liara, and Nixeris is gonna be gone. I wonder what happened to her. But that is the last mission for this session. We'll go ahead and cap it off by talking to Liara once more. It'll be the last time we talk to her before we do the Shadow Broker DLC, which we will be doing soon. It is one of my 5 chosen missions that I want to do. And I know I mentioned that like the missions that count towards the 5 it's hard to explain it. Like these little planet-based ones, like yes, they're in our journal, but like they weren't, you know, primary missions or like missions that we had to land on, like go to a different planet and land on. Like this would count, but oh, I didn't finish Krogan's sushi. What? I'll have to make sure I do that. I did that, didn't I? Yeah, the journal has always been messed up. Anyway, but yeah, basically, the last mission I do before the next priority mission is locked in is the Shadow Broker DLC, like the whole DLC. So we will be doing that soon. In the next, I think 2 or 3 sessions, we'll get to it. So, but yeah, let's talk to Liara and finish the session off. Oh yeah, Nixeris is not here.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Nixeris had some interesting data hidden away. Thank you, Shepard. I wouldn't have caught her without you. I'm one step closer to the Shadow Broker thanks to you. Here, Nixeris was very well compensated. You need it more than I do.
Did you have any trouble with Nixeris?
She was very talented. I imagine that had she been ordered to assassinate me, I had never seen her coming. But her barriers needed practice. Practice I'm afraid she won't be getting.
Ouch.
What's the next step in your
Cold-blooded, Liara, cold-blooded.
Now I gather information, peel away layers of lies, and shine light into the shadows. And when I
So she's always been hunting the Shadow Broker for so long.
The biotic field so strong that what's left of his body will fit into a coffee cup.
Oh, love that line.
That anger can't be just from what you've told me. What else happened between you and the Shadow Broker?
Did Cerberus ever tell you how they recovered your body? I gave it to them. I gave you to them, Shepard.
Okay,
Because
so
they
it
said
was.
they could rebuild
Okay.
you. And to do that, I had to take it from the Shadow Broker, who was going to sell your corpse to the collectors.
And her Drell friend, Farron, helped her get our body back.
Why didn't you tell me about this before now?
Because I screwed it up, Shepard. I barely escaped with my own life. And when I gave you to Cerberus, I told myself I was doing it for you. For a chance to bring you back. But I knew Cerberus would use you for their own business. And I let it happen. Because I couldn't let you go. I'm sorry.
You did the right thing, Liara. My mission is important. I couldn't do it if you hadn't given me
It's alright, Liara.
Thank you. I was afraid you'd hate me. So that's why I must destroy the Shadow Broker. For what he did to my friend, and to you, and whatever he's doing with the collectors.
Is there anything else you need from me?
No. You've done
That's
enough.
it.
If I find anything useful, I'll let you know. For
That's
now,
it.
I need to do what I do. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Let me go through this again.
Even with Nix, and I'll be there.
Oh, darn. Okay. There was a comment I wanted to try and say about don't, it was that Paragon one on the right. I didn't know going left again and getting that last dialogue option would lock that out, but it's not too important.
Good to see you again.
At the worst, I may have missed out on like 2 Paragon, but that's if there was anything there. But I'll talk to him about Samara.
You can find Dara at the transportation hub. No. In fact, she's
looking for the thing.
Serena
And then
has
Thane.
an office in the cargo. The world of
And she's
intrigue
got
isn't that different from
good
the deep side.
information.
Except, of course,
All right,
if there's
and that is
anything
it. We will be coming back later, eventually, to say let's go get the Shadow Broker. But we've basically done everything you can do if you don't have the DLC. But we do, so again, we'll be going back. But that is going to be it. I'm actually not going to be heading back to the Normandy because I don't want to maybe trigger anything. I want to stay on planet here. I'm going to go ahead and end the session here. And next session, we'll start it off by hitting the various shops here, upgrading ourselves, and getting started with the loyalty missions. We'll be doing Miranda's loyalty mission. We'll be recruiting Thane, and then recruiting Samara. So we'll get a lot of good stuff there. But yeah, those are the 3 main missions I'm going to be focusing on next session. So lots of good work done here. Went a little bit over time, like 15 or so minutes over, but again, it was pretty necessary. We got Tali, and we did all of the Illium side missions. So really important stuff that we have been able to check off in this session. So thanks again for joining. If you enjoyed what you've watched and have been enjoying the series, please consider following my Twitch channel and subscribing to my YouTube channel. This session will be uploaded, as always, to my YouTube channel in a few days. So as are all my Twitch content. So yeah, thanks again for joining, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.